backing up, what he's looking for is some sort of understanding of this code of intolerance that exists within standardized religion sets, right? So like, why is there a Christian belief towards man and woman being the only union that is acceptable? Why is a belief set on abortion and X, Y, and Z scenarios?
Bingo.
Like, what? And once again, not me asking, but this is a big thing for
through
him.
Mike.
Right.
Abortion is another one.
Yeah, put it together.
Well, so the difficult question is, what is the purpose for which God made us? And if there is no God, life is a crapshoot. It's meaningless. But if God created us for a purpose, then we better figure what that purpose is. Now, according to Jesus Christ, life is not a cosmic crapshoot. According to Christ, life has been given us by God for a purpose, to love God with our heart, soul, mind, and strength, and to love our neighbor as ourselves, is the way he summarized it. Okay? Then he gets more specific. When it comes to sexuality, we read in Genesis 2:24 that when God created us, he created us male and female and said, for this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother, be united to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. So there's a very positive statement of why God created our sexuality, male and female. God could have had procreation happen at the end of a Q-tip. When a man and a woman mix their earwax, little babies could have been born that way.
That would be crazy.
He didn't choose to do it that way. He chose to create us male and female, and that is a gift from him. It's a beautiful gift.
I never thought of this before, but does an omission from the scripture indicate a sin or a non-accepted way of producing a certain outcome? I.e., God presented to us Adam and Eve and said, man shall marry woman. But I'm sure you're going to give me passages, but was there anything in Genesis that said, but man shall not marry man or woman should not marry woman? Like,
No.
I'm sure.
Genesis communicates that to have sex outside of a lifelong commitment between one man and one woman is not cool.
Got it.
Be fruitful and multiply.
Sorry, I'm gonna mess up on the scripture a little bit. I need to brush back up.
What's the exact scripture? He did say it's not cool.
Well, no,
You're exactly right. That's not in the Hebrew.
What did he say?
Well, you're turning into a Hebrew scholar here, man.
Look at that.
Genesis 7,
this is not cool.
Being gay ain't cool. I don't think that was. That wasn't in there, man.
L's in the chat.
Yeah.
What is it though? What is the actual? What did you?
Well, Genesis 2:24 is a clear statement about he creates us male and female to become husband and wife. Then in Genesis chapter 19, different sexual immorality is communicated there, different forms of sexual immorality.
But why would God then create a male who's attracted to a male if, like, God created all of us? Why would he create someone that goes directly against, like guys, like being gay isn't a choice. No one, I think few people are like, oh, I'm attracted to the same sex. I believe.
Isn't that changing though? Because I think the
again?
LGBTQ movement not too long ago said it's not a choice, but the queer movement now is saying it is a choice.
Look.
And they're like,
Hey.
like hating each other.
This is way above my pay grade. I don't know. I believe people are made that way. I happen to be heterosexual. I'm attracted to women. Attracted to one woman now. I believe you're attracted to who you're attracted to. Granted, like, yeah, things are super fluid now, and like people are making decisions based on like their environment, what they see, whatever. But like, I would argue that, like, if I think certain people are just attracted to who they are attracted to. So why would God create someone in his image who goes directly against his codex that he created?
I didn't expect you to look at me right there.
All right.
No. Well, I'll just say, briefly, I think it's, again, I think you have to, the people that I know who are SSA, same-sex attraction, the ones who have decided to live a life of celibacy, devoted fully to Christ, they have claimed this level of their own personal flourishing that is just beyond imagination. Like, I've talked to some of these people, I've read a lot of their testimonies. And so I don't think ultimately that it excuses the pain, because we know different scholars who are incredible New Testament scholars who, based off the experience of a close loved one becoming gay or being born gay, they have changed their very interpretation of Scripture. And so it's so hard once you, like, just what you said, I totally agree in terms of how the experience plays into your own emotions. because you feel just tragedy for this person who's actually, if you're going to tell them the Mike Pence conversion therapy is what you have to go through to get out of this homosexuality, like that's tough.
That's where I start to like harbor resentment.
But remember, like the Bible talks well over 300 times about heterosexual sin and only 6 times about homosexual sin. And so Christians want to put homosexuality on this crazy pedestal. And I think it's just because they find a level of disgust in it, which is really sad. I mean, all sin there's a form level of disgust that they would say.
Shame.
But shame, exactly. But for us as heterosexuals, we got to look at it as we have way more sin to wrestle with in many ways.
I don't want to make this like a whataboutism thing,
Right.
I'm asking specifically.
He's going to go another direction. Ask
like,
him. And I know the direction he's going.
All right. See, when you listen to yourself talk the way you did, I think there's a presupposition you've got, which is God created me the way I was born. And the Bible contradicts that. Meaning by that, I was not born with a desire to forgive. You hurt me bad enough, I'm coming after you. That's naturally what I do. So then I've got to ask myself the question, my desire to come after you and seek revenge, is that what God created me to do? Or did God create me to forgive? I was not born with a heterosexual drive to have sex with just one woman. I was born with a heterosexual drive to have sex with as many good-looking women as I could get into bed with me. This whole idea that God created me to be this way, no. I am born with something that Jesus in the Bible calls a readiness to sin factor. When I was a little kid playing in a sandbox with a buddy, I got ticked with a buddy. So ticked, I picked up a metal truck and slammed him over the head with it.
Cops are still looking for you, by the way.
That's right. All right, it came very naturally. I never saw that behavior modeled from my environment. It was sort of an instinct. It just sort of happened. So this whole idea that every drive that I have that I'm born with is good, no, I've got a lot of drives that are not good. In fact, I'm a mixed up kid. That's why I need God's help, because I am a mixed up kid.
So through that analogy, then, is it safe to say that you believe that
it sounds like you're saying homosexuality is a choice.
Not a choice, but
to someone's ability to forgive, which I think is a faulty.
No. I think he was comparing it.
Sex with many different women. I don't have to. And the guy at the University of Arizona who said, I date. And I said, really? Why do you date? And he said, because I have a very high testosterone level. Okay, I didn't say,
that?
Yeah.
That's a crazy thing to say.
It is crazy.
Wild
I didn't say to him, no, you don't have a very high testosterone level. I don't know. I don't know the chemical makeup of his body. But what I do know is he still has a free will. He does not have to date.
Right.
I think it's a faulty analogy, Cliff.
How?
Because you're comparing that to like someone's intuition and who they're attracted to.
Yeah, I'm attracted to many women.
Are you attracted to men?
No.
Why not?
Because that's the way I'm hardwired. That's
Okay.
my
what
chemicals.
if someone is hardwired the exact opposite way, by their God, and then not accepted by their God because God's book says we don't accept you because you're this way?
First of all, God accepts all of us. He loves all of us. All right. So everybody is loved. Everybody has equal value and dignity. The whole idea that I am more valuable because I'm a heterosexual is a joke. It's false. I'm not valuable before God because I'm heterosexual. Right? God creates all human beings in his image, but we're all mixed up kids.
Hey guys, if you like that clip, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to see more zany clips, click the video right here.